The Toronto International Film Festival begins today, and to kick off its opening day, TIFF is celebrating one of Canada's most acclaimed bands, the Tragically Hip. Dale Manucdoc is on the red carpet at the Royal Alexandra Theatre. Dale, lots of familiar faces coming out to support this film.
That's right, Dwight, and lots of support from fans as well. You can see them, they're piling into the Royal Alexandra Theatre. Right now, this lineup goes around the corner. Then I'll show you over here is the red carpet where a lot of celebrities and, of course, the band and filmmakers spoke to the press. I spoke to them as well. You'll hear a little bit from them soon, but I'll tell you a little bit about this world premiere of the Tragically Hip. No dress rehearsals. That's obviously named after one of their famous lyrics, but of course also a metaphor for there are no second chances in life. We do know what happened to Gord Downie in his fight with brain cancer. Now, this is a four-part docuseries. It runs 4 hours and 16 minutes, and the official synopsis is about 5 scrappy kids from Kingston, Ontario, including Gord Downie, Gord Sinclair, Johnny, Faye, Rob Baker, and Paul Langlois, and they're defining Canada to the world, but more importantly, defining Canada to Canadians. We caught up with drummer Johnny Faye and, of course, Mike Downey, who directed and produced this film. Here's what they had to say. You're not talking about just capturing footage, but you guys have obviously captured the hearts of Canada for decades. What has been the key to your enduring success?
Our friendship with each other, and always having each other's back. We lived in a real golden age of making music. We put music to tape, 24 track, and then it was done, and we just mixed it and then went out on the road. I don't think music's like that. I'm not knocking it these days, but we were very fortunate to make music the way we did.
What do I want Canada to know? How great these guys are, man. I want Canada to know that what happened over 35 years with this band was absolutely, groundbreaking in many ways. When they started out, Canadians looked to America to validate our talent. That's no longer the case. That's in the 80s and 90s, though, that was the measure. And they had to put up with that for all those years. So I'd like, all Canadians to know that what happened did matter and does matter and will always matter to Canadian storytelling and to Canadian songwriting and to Canadian rock and roll.
We also got a chance to speak to some of the artists that the Tragically Hip has influenced, including Max Kerman, the frontman for the Arkells. That band actually toured with the Hip about a decade ago. Here's what he had to say about the iconic band.
They always had time for everybody. We spent a lot of time with Paul, just chatting with Paul, kind of by the dock gates at every arena that we were playing in, and he was having a cigarette, and we just bug him with a million questions. He was always so kind and so patient. They treated everyone with respect, and you really felt it from their crew too. Everybody that worked for them loved working for them because they felt respected, and I think that's a big part of the big family band that they had.
Such an influential band to a lot of other musicians in this country, to a lot of people as well. I spoke to several of the filmmakers, and they said that you're going to get an understanding of the Tragically Hip that perhaps you didn't have before. You think you know the band? Well, this docuseries will show you otherwise. Now, this isn't the only element of this world premiere. Choir is going to do a sing-along after this 4-hour and 16-minute docuseries. It'll be right outside the Royal Alexandra Theatre here on King Street, which is shut down. We'll show you here. This is the festival street. Right now, it is shut down from University to Spadina, and that is closed today, this morning at 5 a.m. It'll be shut until Monday at 5 a.m. as well for a lot of fun activities, including live performances, screenings, and installations as well. So if you are traveling to downtown Toronto, keep that in mind. That King Street is closed from, again, University to Spadina Avenue. There's lots of other side streets closed as well. And so the King Street streetcar is being diverted. You want to head to CBC.ca to get a full details of how to maneuver around the city. So we will definitely be at Choir's sing-along. I'm sure it's going to be a massive crowd. A lot of the people that went into the Royal Alexandra Theatre, they were riding the rails before the band came out, the band took a lot of time to sign autographs with the fans that have supported them for 35 years. And another fun fact about 35 years, Dwight, that this world premiere is happening on the anniversary of their debut. So just a special, special day for the band, for the people that have supported them, the filmmakers, Mike Downey as well. I'm sending it back to you.
We are so looking forward to seeing this particular piece of Canadian. And thank you for this, Dale Manucdoc, at the world premiere of the Tragically Hip film, No Dress Rehearsal, at the Royal Alexandra Theatre.